Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JString. We are back with another segment talking about my album, JString's Magical Manifestation of the Feel Good Groove, and all the moving pieces and all the different songs. So this is kind of a making of, right? So we've been doing it for pretty much every song on the record. So this last song is called Escapism, right? And we'll tell you exactly what that is and what that means as far as music wise. But we also want to tell you about the journey about making this song, because there was a lot of moving pieces. There's some learning curves. There's a lot of collaboration. Nobody was in the room together while we were making this record. So we'll talk about that whole process. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we've got a lot of great content about this album. And we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So the last song, it's called Escapism, and I pretty much said, like, all the records on the album itself, all the recordings on the album, they all were like pretty much upbeat. And so I wanted to do at least one song that had like a kind of a chill type of vibe to it. And so I decided to add one more. So this was the last edition. And I called it Escapism because I'm really in love with music that when you hear it, it takes you to another place, right? So when you hear a song, it totally exports you to somewhere else. And I really love that. And when I think about artists that do that for me, I think about an old school artist by the name of Sade. Anytime I hear a Sade record, I get totally transported to someplace in Miami, pavilion style, penthouse, overlooking the city of Miami and Miami Beach with the wind just blowing through, and just a real chill type vibe. You know, anytime I hear Sade records, it puts me right there every single time. Okay, so Sade does that for me, along with others like Bob Marley, and there's a few others that make me feel like I want to go somewhere else. So when creating this record, when I think about producing this record, I go back to the Quincy Jones style, where he's bringing in different musicians. And one musician that he worked with on a lot of records is a man by the name of Greg Philliganes. And Greg played on a number of people's records through the 70s and 80s and even 90s, some of the biggest hits. And you know what? Here's Greg Philliganes playing some of his hits. Check him out. So Greg Philliganes is a beast, and for anybody who knows me, I play the keyboards. Had lessons for years, and that's how I started creating music. So listening to Greg really inspired me, and I went to an old school keyboard that I had, and I started playing some chord progressions, and this is what I came up with. so I lay down obviously the keyboard parts. That's the creative James coming through. Really liking what we did with that. And so to round it out, I know that I definitely need to get a really good sounding bass on here. So I go with Lee Ferguson. He's played bass on just about every song on this record. He is the groove. And so I send it off to him, and of course within 24 to 48 hours, he sends back he sends back life for this track. So check out what he did. Love Lee Ferguson. Love everything that he does. He is so talented, and that's why I love working with him. So he sent again a perfect bass. I don't even have to tell Lee what to do. I just send him the track, maybe send him an example of what I'm doing, and he brings back something completely out of this world. And so now I've got the keyboards, the basic beat, and everything that I created. Lee, and a major part of this song that let the song kind of rides is the horn section. So I went back to somebody who I'd worked with on Sam's record on this album, and I went back to the brass, Will Allen, and I said, "Will, just do your thing," and gave him a little part, and I'll just let him talk about the experience itself.